that win right underneath their belt that they can hopefully take off the rest of the season.
Yeah, some positives to take a look on it, but some other news that they had today is that Kyle Bischoff, though this past week, was the second player in the USPBL to be signed by the MLB organization this season by the Minnesota Twins after Jake Wozinski of the Hoppers was signed last week. Just great news all around for the USPBL, and not just for the Mammoths, but for everyone around to see another guy get on to the next level in his career.
Well, I think it's really exciting, too, that in these first 2 weeks, we've already had 2 guys sign with MLB organizations, and I believe it's 48 now in total for the USPBL. And it's very exciting, too, because Bischoff was a returner from last year. Wozinski was only here for 1 game. So it just shows that this league can help guys get to the next level, and we love seeing them succeed and move on. Like Randy Dobnik has been doing great. He was a unicorn, and he's succeeding now, and hopefully our guys can do that, too.
Yeah, it's something special to see, and hopefully we can see more players, by the end of the season get signed by an MLB organization. It's really exciting all around just to see players move on. It's something interesting and exciting to see and watch.
Well, I think something, too, that's really interesting is we've only ever had 1 position player get signed and keep moving on. Taylor Jellikowski from 2017, and the rest of them have all been pitchers. So I'm excited to see if we can get a position player signed this year. Like Burl Dixon did come from affiliated ball, and let's see if we can get him back up there. He was the play of the game last week.
Yeah, he was really impressed. Had a 4 RBI day on Tuesday. He had that amazing catch that was SportsCenter top 10 worthy on Saturday. He's been a hot spot here tonight, and he's going to be facing Luke Drummond on the mound for the Hoppers. He's going to be something different. We mentioned about him. Luke Drummond brings a lot to the table, something we mentioned about earlier, and he's going to be a guy that Coach Cocky will rely on. And then for the Mammoths here tonight, it's going to be Garrett Martin coming in, the right-hander from Colorado. He has a lot of good pitches. I've been able to talk with him. He's really confident, in his last start, able to take command and try to do so here tonight.
Yes, we saw Garrett Martin last week in the doubleheader, came in as a reliever in the first game and ended up starting the second game. I think he's doing quite strong on the mound right now. I believe 4 strikeouts in total this season. I think, like we've talked about, and I've said it a couple times, and I was just finding that confidence in your first time playing professional baseball and believing in yourself that you're here, you can do this, and you're here for a reason. I think once Martin gets into his groove, he should have no problem taking over.
Yeah, he feels really confident when I'm able to talk with him. I also talked with Coach Justin Karn earlier today. He said he was really good pounding the bottom of the strike zone, able to stay composed and attack, and able to use the pitches in his arsenal in the right moment to try to take batters away.
Yes, I'm excited to see what he does today. I had an interview with him last week. He talked to me about the different pitches in his arsenal, and he throws a forkball, and that is not something we see too often. So I'm excited to see what else he brings tonight.
Yeah, going to be interesting to watch. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for these teams and what these pitchers will be facing off here tonight. First, take a look at the Hoppers, or the away team here tonight. It's going to be led off by their leader at shortstop, Alex Pup. Then will be followed by the second baseman, Chandler Dunn. Batting up on the third spot today is Anthony Flores out in center field. In the cleanup spot here today, Noah Marcoux. Out in right field, batting fifth is Brian Schellenbarger. Chris O'Neill, who was at third base last week, is in the DH spot with Joe Burke taking the day off here tonight. Taking off behind the dish, batting seventh is Taj Porter. In left field, batting eighth is Chris Iazetta. And rounding out the lineup at third base is Todd Maddox with Luke Drummond on the mound for the Hoppers. Then for the Mammoths, starting out in center field is Burl Dixon, the guy who has been sensational over the last few games. He starts out the order for Coach Carnes' team. Nick Weber, who's also had a great last few games, he's on the left in the 2 spot. Francis Florentino has been the guy who's been the table setter in the lineup. He's in right field. In the cleanup spot, Alex Steinbach at third. Priamo Lozado hit a home run in the game against the Beavers. He's at first base, batting fifth. The DH, Duncan Hewitt, bats sixth. At short, Denver Blinn is batting seventh. Out at second base is Reese Trahey, another Michigan guy from West Bloomfield. And rounding out the lineup behind the dish is from Madonna University Livonia, Zach Beadle. And Garrett Martin is on the mound for the Mammoths. It'll be a good one here tonight, Kara.
Yes, I'm excited too. It's Firework Friday, sponsored by Magna, and the fans have such a good time too. It's such a great atmosphere here. And I think just these lineups are great today. The Mammoths are going with the same exact lineup they had last Saturday that they came off the win with. So let's see if they can keep that lineup right, and let's see if that lineup is doing something for the Mammoths today. And for the Hoppers, I'm excited to see how this game turns out.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see how both of these teams handle it on a Friday night here at Jimmy John's Field. Don't you wait, because first pitch is coming up right after this, right here on the USPBL Network.
There are many things you can rely on in this world, like a sunny day brightening your mood, your mom baking the world's best apple pie, and never a dull moment in running your business. And when it comes to time-consuming HR tasks, you can rely on Tryon. Tryon can handle payroll and taxes, employee benefits, and more, so you can stay focused on attracting and retaining the best talent. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
There are many things you can rely on in this world, like a sunny day brightening your mood, your mom baking the world's best apple pie, and never a dull moment in running your business. And when it comes to time-consuming HR tasks, you can rely on Tryon. Tryon can handle payroll and taxes, employee benefits, and more, so you can stay focused on attracting and retaining the best talent. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Jimmy John's Field is the perfect venue for birthday parties, summer picnics, company outings, and provides the best entertainment in Metro Detroit with great baseball all summer long. Spend your summer nights under the lights at Jimmy John's Field in historic downtown Utica.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Jimmy John's Field on this Friday night here in Utica, Michigan. Got a good one here in store for you as the Mammoths take on the Hoppers here tonight. Get ready for this first action here in June, the first weekend of June here, right here on the US PBL Network. Should be a lot good in store for you this evening. I'm Alex Johnson, giving you the call of tonight's matchup. And while we have a second, let's take a look at our sponsors who made this broadcast possible. Our sponsors tonight are sponsored by Ascension, Balfour Property Restoration, Budweiser, Dave & Buster's, DTE Energy, Fifth Third Bank, Jarbcom, Jimmy John's, Macomb Community College, McLaren Macomb, McQuaid Heating and Cooling, Plumbing and Refrigeration, Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers, Pepsi, Scott's, and United Wholesale Mortgage. So looking at it here tonight, Garrett Martin's going to be on the mound for the Mammoths here tonight. Coming in and taking a look at his stat line here this evening. Looking at for him, it's a 1-0 record, making his third start on the season. Looking at our pitching comparison tonight, sponsored by Ascension. Garrett Martin starting on the mound for the Mammoths, coming in with a 1-0 record, ERA at 2.25 in 8 innings pitch, 5 hits and 4 walks to 2 strikeouts. Had a good performance on his last outing against the Unicorns. He went 5 innings, 2 hits, a walk, and 3 Ks. on 16 batters faced. And taking a look for the Hoppers, it's Luke Drummond on the mound. Has 0-0 on the season. His ERA is at 3 in 6 innings of work. 10 strikeouts compared to a walk. Take a look at his last outing. He hasn't pitched since last Friday when he came in relief. When he had 2 innings, 1 hit, and 4 strikeouts and 8 batters faced. So we should have a good one in store. We'll take a look at the starting defense for Coach Justin Karn's team for the Mammoths here tonight. Taking a look at the defense. Out in left field is Nick Weber. Out in center, Burl Dix, who had made that amazing play last weekend. Francis Florentino's out in right. Out in the infield, Alex Steinbach's over at the hot corner. Denver Blins at short. Reese Trahey's over at second. Priamo Lozado's over at first. And behind the dish for Garrett Martin is Zach Beadle. So getting ready to start here. So getting ready to start. So getting ready to start. The first batter he'll face is the shortstop Alex Pup of the Hoppers, and we are underway. First pitch at 7 o'clock on the dot. And for the first pitch, strike from Martin. Second one on the outside at 73. 1-1 count. It is 85 degrees and partly cloudy in downtown Utica. Here at first pitch. It's been a really hot day over the last few days here in Michigan. As the count is at 1-2. We'll see how the weather plays a factor with the hot and humidity here today. Skied in the air, but going out of play. That one goes into the stands. Pup 4 for 18 to start the season. 2 for 12 in his last 3 contests. And the key man in the lineup for Coach Ryan Cocky's team to start off. It doesn't chase on that one. Counts even at 2. The shortstop at 5'10", 180 from Chicago. Gets a piece on that one. Goes out of play. So 2-2 count. Martin coming at 6'4", 220. And he sits down Alex Pup on that pitch to start the game. Here comes Chandler Dunn, the second baseman from Lexington, Kentucky, steps into the batter's box. Had a good series on the opening day against the Mammoths. He was 2 for 6, had an RBI. So that one's outside at 74. Martin's going to bring a lot to the table. Was forcing fastballs at 90 to 93. Gets a big rip on that one by Dunn. His changeup in the upper 70s, lower 80s. It's a curveball, it's also forkball. Try to use to keep batters off balance or off guard. He's done really well, making some adjustments over the last few games. And trying to stay locked in and not fall behind. 1-2 pitch. That one just below the knees at 78 miles an hour on that changeup. Counts even at 2. Just got a piece of Stay Alive right to the screen. Dunn coming from an NAIA school, Oakland City University in Indiana. Last season, he played for the Evansville Otters of the Frontier League. And that one goes out of play. Take a look at the flags out in left field. The Mammoths and the Hoppers tonight. Martin getting set. It's softly foul at 65 on that curveball. You don't see a lot of pitches in the mid to upper 60s anymore. 2-2 pitch coming. Check swing, called, strike 3. Done. Let's take a long walk to the dugout, not happy about that one. Here comes Anthony Flores. Ryan Cockey moved him up to the 3 spot here today. And he's been around the lineup near the middle of the order for the last few games. He's from San Jose, California. As he takes a first pitch strike. That's 75 miles an hour. 0-1 pitch. Hit softly on the ground to third. Good play by Steinbach. Lost it out of the glove. Priamo Lozada could not hold on to it. So Flores reaches base. Wasn't hit really hard. Steinbach had a good grip on it, but Lozada unable to make the play. So a 2-out error. Here it brings up the cleanup hitter, Noah Marcoux. Skied up in foul territory. Steinbach, Beetle moving him away. Had to step back a little bit to make the catch. So the Hoppers reach on a 2-out error, but nothing else. We head to the bottom of the first inning. The Mammoths come up to bat after this here on the USPBL Network.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
Luke Drummond takes the bump for the Hoppers. Making another appearance for him on the season, his 3rd overall. I mentioned in his last outing, he went 2 innings of work, only allowed 1 hit, and had 4 strikeouts in his last game. Had a chance to talk with him today. He's done really well over his last few starts. He's gotten a lot of experience. Last season, 30 appearances coming out of relief and feeling really composed. And let's see the defense behind him. So we take a look at it here right before we get to action. Take a look at the outfield. Chris Iazetta is out on the left. Anthony Flores in center. Brian Schellenbarger out in right. And then over at the hot corner, Todd Maddox. Alex Pup over at short. Chandler Dunn at second. Noah Marcoux over at first. And Tosh Porter is behind home plate for Drummond. First pitch rolled foul on the third base line for Burl Dixon. Dixon has done really well as of late. The batting average up to .429 to start the season. An impressive day on Tuesday against the Beavers. Went 2 for 3, had 4 RBIs in that game. We mentioned he made that amazing catch on Saturday. A SportsCenter top 10 worthy play. Always bringing a lot of energy to the table. It's a 2-1 count. Goes right to the screen foul. Dixon calls for time. Glad to have you with us here on YouTube and Facebook here on the USPBL Network. Make sure to stop by in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning into tonight. A lot of people tuning in from all over the country and all over the world to start the season as that one's dropped in the dirt. We'll be taking a look at some of the comments throughout the game, where people are tuning in from. Glad to have you with us on a Friday night in downtown Utica. This first Friday in June. Foul right at home plate. Counts full at 3-2 on Dixon. They lost him. So leadoff walk for Dixon. Now Nick Webb steps in. From Youngsville, Louisiana. Went to LSU. Coming in with a .308 average on the season. Had a 1 for 3 game on Tuesday. That one's foul at 82 miles an hour. Drummond has a lot in his command. Has a 4-seam, a 2-seam, a slider, curveball, and a split changeup that he has in his arsenal. Dixon on the move, no throw. Easy for him. That's the 3rd stolen base for Dixon, the center fielder out of Sacramento. Not even a chance for Porter to stop him. It counts at 1-2 on Webb. In the air, left field on the line. Going to be caught by Flores. Dixon tagging going over the 3rd. That one goes all the way to the backstop. He's going to hold. But Webb does his part to advance the runner with 1 out. Francis Florentino steps in. He's been really dominant to start the season. 8 for 15 to start the 2023 campaign. From Dominican Republic at 6'2", 205. As Drummond throws him at the first pitch. Back up the middle for an RBI single, and the Mammoths on the board first. That open hole, and Florentino took advantage of it. His 4th ribby on the year. He was ready to take that ball. As Drummond losing command right now as he misses the first pitch high to Alex Steinbach. Steinbach from Plainfield, Illinois. Went to McKendree University, a Division II school. Now Florentino on the move to throw the tag. Got him! What a throw by Porter with the tag by Reese Trahey. Actually, Chandler Dunn, excuse me. Chandler Dunn got the tag on him. So now 2 gone, bases empty. One inside. Florentino does. It's the first time he was caught stealing this year. You don't really see guys, in the middle of the order, that 3, 4, 5, go for over the lot. As that one's at 79 miles an hour to even to count up at 2. Two pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Steinbach goes down swinging, but not before the Mammoths get on the board thanks to an RBI single by Francis Florentino. And it's a 1-0 Mammoths lead as we head to the second. I'd like to take a moment to talk about the mental health here. The game between the Eastside Diamond Hoppers and the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers last Friday, May 26th, featured the Hoppers wearing custom jerseys for mental health awareness. Well, now they are up for auction. 50% of proceeds from this auction will benefit the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So make sure to bid before it's too late. Just visit 32auction.com/DHMHA. Again, that's 32auction.com/DHMHA. We back for the second inning after this here on the USPBL Network. The Mammoths up 1-0.
They call me Prospects. Since the day I was born as a diver's watch, the challengers of the world have taught me many things. Life is not a numbers game. It's about challenging ourselves. No matter what happens, just follow your heart. These pioneers drive our generation forward, not by setting records, but by never giving up. Keep going forward. Prospects.
Available at Lucido Fine Jewelry.
At Ascension, Michigan, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare. Our nationally recognized heart program is the leader throughout Michigan in minimally invasive heart valve procedures. For joint replacement, spine, and cancer care, patients choose our specialists for advanced care and treatment. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Take a look at the Hoppers dugout. Get ready to start the second inning as they get back to work on offense, down by 1. With Brian Schellenbarger to lead things off. He'll be followed by Chris O'Neill and Tosh Porter as Martin gets back on the bump for the Mammoths. Struck out the first 2 guys, and Flores reached on an error, and then was able to get the next pitch out on a follow-up, with Beetle making a catch on Marcoux. 1-2 count on Schellenbarger. One-two pitch missed outside. Schellenbarger coming from Mount Vernon, Ohio. Played at the University of Akron. 1 for 10 in his last 3. Has run the count full after being down 0-2. Skied, but out of play. So looking to improve this season. Was 1 for 5 in the series opener against the Mammoths to start the year. Just trying to battle here. Hit .282 with 5 homers and 35 RBIs in his final year at Akron a year ago. Payoff pitch coming again. Missed inside, and Schellenbarger with a good at-bat to fight back. to give himself a free pass. The Mammoths started out with a leadoff walk last inning and scored. We'll see if the Hoppers can do that here with Chris O'Neill stepping up in the batter's box. In the DH spot tonight, Joe Burke not in the lineup for Coach Cockey this evening. Check swing at 81 miles an hour did not go. With that change up. 71 throw back to first from Beadle to Lozada. We'll stay in there. Schellenberger. O'Neill from Barnesville, Georgia. 1 for 9 to start the year. At 69 miles an hour, that curveball. We're going to see Martin use that a lot here this evening. Down in the count 3-0. That one at 85. With the fastball. 3-1 pitch. A big swing and a miss at 83 to make the count full on O'Neill. O'Neill played at Lane College, a Division II school. Played for the Alpine Cowboys of the Pecos League last year as he rips one into center field, but able to be caught by Dixon. Had a good swing on it, but didn't get a lot of distance on that one, unfortunately, as he's retired for the first out of the inning. Taj Porter, the catcher, steps in. Take a look at some of the people who are tuning in here tonight. Lorena Pena watching from Minneapolis and saying, "Let's go Alex Pup." At 79. That's on the outside part of the plate. Auntie JoJo says, "Howdy, everyone. Tuning in from Goldsboro, North Carolina." Martin losing command right now. Every batter he's seen so far, he's been behind. Schellenberger on the move. Throw is late. So runner in scoring position takes the double play ball out of the equation. So 3-0 count to Porter. Good opportunity, but he takes a 4-pitch walk. Second base on balls for Martin here today. Only allowed 1 in the last game he played against the Unicorns in game 2 of their doubleheader last Saturday night. Now facing the number 8 hitter, Chris Iazetta. First and second, one out. Into center field, but dropped by Trehe. They're going to say he hauled it on first. So Schellenberger is not out on the force, so he's going to stay at second. So Reese Trehe he had the so runners still there. Wasn't enough for an infield fly like you see in the majors. Long run down the right, running out of real estate, Francis Florentino. Todd Maddox, the number 9 hitter, trying to create some 2-out damage. Guys on offense, looking to get out of some early struggles. We mentioned early on this season, you're trying to make those adjustments at bats. Something Coach Kotke was talking to me about here today. It's early on. Games could have gone their way in the huge moments. Take a look at some of the fans coming out here today on this Friday night. Good opportunity to take the kids out. School almost over in summer vacation in about a week or two. And Maddox goes down swinging, and Martin gets out of the jam. Leaves 2 runners on and able to hold on to this 1-0 lead for the Mammoths as we head to the bottom of the second. We'll be back after this right here on the USPBL Network.
With a transforming world, we can see how drastically the world is heading towards automation. And so, we need 24/7 surveillance and security systems for our homes and businesses to avoid any theft or breach of privacy. JARPCOM brings the installation of security cameras to the tip of your fingers with our state-of-the-art mobile app. JARPCOM also provides surveillance monitoring of your entire property with flexible options that offer a dependable solution to be scaled to fit any domestic or commercial need. Contact JARPCOM today for a free estimate at 800-369-0374 or look us up on the web at jarpcom.com.
Check your checking. If your account doesn't get you pumped, amped, or geeked, make the switch to Genius Checking from Genesis Credit Union. It's just genius.
Woolly Mammoth, we're number one. Woolly Mammoth, we on the road. Woolly Mammoth, we're number one.
Welcome back, everyone, to Jimmy John's Field. Luke Drummond getting back on the hill. And allowed that single off the bat of Florentino, looking to get a quick inning of work. As the Hoppers down 1 to the Mammoths. It's Meet the Mammoths night. So take a look over at their dugout. Had a chance to interact with the fans, before the game, sign autographs, take some photos. A good opportunity, to give back to the fans. And come out and support these guys. They look to make the next step in their young careers. We mentioned in the pregame, Kyle Bischoff was signed by the Twins this past week. The second player in the USPBL to be signed to an MLB organization. Jake Wozinski of the Hoppers also signed with the Twins last week. And we mentioned throughout the broadcast on USPBL Network. So very interesting to watch as these players have a chance to showcase their skills. Sada at 1-1. Is that one missed by Drummond? One offering. Inside to Lozada. 2-1 at 85 miles an hour. Lozada from Weston, Florida, moves out of the way on that one. Did send one out of the park on Tuesday afternoon against the Beavers. Coming from Kaiser University, another really talented NAIA school in Florida. It's a 3-2 count to him. Drummond getting focused with the payoff pitch. A run up on strikes. Lozada was hustling his way to first, but the home plate umpire said not so fast. Strike 3. Second punch out for Drummond. Now faces Duncan Hewitt. That one up and in. at 81 miles an hour. Hewitt played at Butler University in Indianapolis. 1-1 count. In the air, center field, shallow. Moving in is Flores to make the catch. So 2 gone here in the second for Denver Blinn. Blinn from West Fargo, North Dakota, and played at Indiana Wesleyan University and another NAIA school in Marion, Indiana. A lot of good schools down in Indiana in that league. Indiana Tech in Fort Wayne, University of St. Francis in Fort Wayne, Huntington University in Huntington, Indiana. Had 25 home runs in his collegiate career. Takes a hop off of third base and bobbled by Todd Maddox. It just went right over the baseline fair. Just stopped at third, went up. Maddox was like confused on what was happening, and it bobbled out of his glove. Any way to reach base. And he's going to be rewarded with an infield 2-out single. And you can't make that stuff up. That one just rolled over, took right over to third base, and it went up in the air. And Maddox was wondering what to do and then unable to make the play. Hit softly on one hop. Good play by Marcoux to step on the bag to retire the side. Infield single by Blinn leaves him there as we head to the third inning. 1-0 Mammoths here on the USPBL Network.
One thing that makes Detroit Mercy unique and different from other universities is that the faculty truly care about you and they're always there to help. Whether it's asking questions after class or going into the office hours, they're always there to lend a hand and really make you feel at home.
People are here to work together, and whether you have a question or you're discussing topics within the class, you can go up to your professor and they know your name. They're just willing to help you become a better overall student.
Detroit Mercy. Build a boundless future.
You dreamed of starting a company, not an HR department, but your business has grown fast, and so have the complexities of payroll and taxes, benefits administration, and other HR functions. That's why your business needs a professional employer organization like Tryon Solutions. Tryon provides businesses of all sizes access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
The Hoppers looking to tie this up here in the top of the third inning. 1-0 lead for the Mammoths. Alex Johnson with you for the call on this Friday night. Glad to have you with us here on the USPBL Network for some great action. Just recognizing Kyle Bischoff, who was signed by the Minnesota Twins this past week. Congratulations to him. Was done really well to get this point in his career, and talking with Coach Justin Karn about that. What an accomplishment for him. And everyone working towards together to get to this point, and was a pitching coach at Macomb Community College with Taylor Jellikowski. And spent his time at Toledo and Michigan State and working really hard to get to this point, and well deserved by him. So congratulations and good luck to him in his next steps in his young career, as it's going to be the 1-2-3 hitters for Garrett Martin, with Pup stepping in. Takes the first pitch strike. Struck out swinging his first time. 0-1.
Ripped foul. Pup in an 0-2 spot right now. Hit .282 last season with the Hoppers. It's one out. Over the head of Reese Trahey for a base hit. Trahey was taking a few steps back into the outfield grass, but didn't have enough on it to make the play. So it's a leadoff single for Pup. As it bloops into right center. He was pulling on that one, was chasing a little bit on that, but he gets rewarded. We'll see if the Hoppers have something cooking with Chandler Dunn now. He was caught looking his first time up. .86 miles an hour on the fastball. 1-1 count. Martin, pickoff attempt. Lozada back in, sliding safely. Is Pup. Pup with only one stolen base this season. There's always got to be alert, especially with the guy at the top of the order. One getting set on the pitch clock at 10. Martin getting to pitch from the stretch, miss upstairs. Good play by Beetle. Counts at 2-2. Martin looking, getting into his motion. Missed high. 3-2. Anthony Flores would be next. Hoppers down 1. Francis Florentino responsible for the RBI single in that first inning. And Dunn goes down swinging. Second strikeout for him today. And it's the 4th for Martin. So 1 out for Flores. Flores played his college ball at University of Nevada. Was 4 for 7 this past week in their games combined. They played the Unicorns yesterday, and they also played the Beavers on Wednesday. One on and one out. Lined, caught. Good read by Steinbach for the second out of the inning. And like that at bat by Flores. Had the right approach. But it was a good play defensively by Steinbach to just be there. That moment. So 2 gone for Noah Marcoux. Marcoux from Saginaw, one of many Michigan players. At 78 miles an hour, takes the first pitch strike. At that changeup. Marcoux played at Davenport. And a ground rule double in the game against the Beavers last Friday night in that first inning. He was thinking about trying to get more runs on that play, but what a play by Lozada. Able to step on the bag after reaching out his body for it. So make that play. And takes a base hit away to end any damage for the Hoppers. And it's our 5th third bank out of the game on a great defensive play by Priamo Lozada to retire the side for the Hoppers. And I'll take a look at our Michigan First Credit Union sponsor here, JJ the Water Boy. And there's JJ the Water Boy, sponsored by Michigan First Credit Union. Always make sure our umpires are hydrated and ready to go. Now he gets a nice treat to fuel him for the rest of the game. JJ does a lot of work around here, giving the umpires much needed water right now, especially in this hot weather today, 85-degree weather. Always does well picking up the bats for everyone. Now we have a kids race going on between Wooly the Woolly Mammoth mascot and the kid. A lot of entertainment here at Jimmy John's Field. Always good, fun for the whole family. And the kid is going to win as Wooly Mammoth was still at third base. A lot of fun, a lot of excitement for these players to come out here, catch a ball game. Or playing over at the wiffle ball field, sitting on the lawn, or on the picnic tables, or sitting in the grandstands. Always a great time here at Jimmy John's Field. Make sure to come out to a game this season. A lot of games, throughout the summer. To make sure to stop by, visit uspbl.com for the schedule to come out to a game. A lot of good action here as it's a 1-0 lead for the Mammoths as we're already in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Game is moving along. 9-1-2 hitters coming up. Going to be Zach Beadle to lead off. Then will be followed by Burl Dixon and Nick Webb. Zach Beadle, 5'11", 205 catcher from Livonia. Played at Madonna University, where he was also coached by the Mammoths assistant coach Justin Karn. Madonna has had a lot of success over the last few seasons. That went at 85 miles an hour from Drummond. Went to Plymouth High School out of the KLAA. One takes a drop down over to second base to Dunn to Marcoux, able to get him in time for the first out of the inning. Burl Dixon steps in. Leadoff walk, his first time up. Swings at the first pitch, foul on the first base line. Dixon spent his time last season played for the Billings Mustangs in the Pioneer League. JJ's well guarded over there down the first base line. Able to be protected from any foul ball coming his way. Goes foul to the screen by Dixon. Spent time with the Billings Mustangs of the Pioneer League. And also played for the Quad Cities River Bandits of the Midwest League. And he appealed down, yes he did, and the infield umpire went too far, and Dixon goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. So 2 quick outs for the Mammoths, as Dixon was not happy about that call. He thought he held up, but the infield umpire said he did not. So Nick Webb will come on in. Lined out to center his first time up. Drummond is easing into it now after that first inning. Able to stay in control. In the air. Shallow center. And when caught by Flores, to retire to side, And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Luke Drummond. Still a 1-0 Mammoths lead as we head to the fourth. We'll be back after this right here on the USPBL Network. Don't go anywhere.
First State Bank is a locally owned and operated business. We're part of your community. At fsbcares.com, you'll find ways that we're making a difference by featuring locally owned and operated businesses, providing access to helpful financial resources, and engaging with community. FSBcares.com is part of our commitment to the neighborhood because strong neighbors mean stronger communities. Where good neighbors do great things. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and reset our life around zapping stuff and cheering for stuff with your friends. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Garrett Martin gets back on the bump as we got ready to start the top of the fourth inning here at Jimmy John's Field on this Friday night. Alex Johnson with you for the call. The Westside Woolly Mammoths up 1-0 over the Eastside Diamond Hoppers here in downtown Utica, Michigan. Glad to have you with us. The Hoppers looking to provide a spark on offense. Left some runners on over the last few innings. Well, they had runners first and second a few innings ago. And had a leadoff single by Alex Pup that they stranded last inning. Oh, they started out the season 3-0 and then took some tough games against the Beavers on Wednesday. Then yesterday against Unicorns had a 1-0 lead. And then the Unicorns stunned them in the ninth. To take that game away from them, trying to bounce back, after those 2 tough losses. I'm talking with Coach Ryan Cockey about it. It's always difficult to get back to, but I'm trying to respond, and because it was a different feel playing with no fans on the last few days, the mindset tried to create that energy. And not just relying on the fans, out going on and the music and everything, but took some time, to practice and get to work. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Hoppers here in the fourth. Schellenbarger got a walk and a stolen base his last time up in the second. Count is 1-2 on him. Martin working quickly, and it's another strikeout for him. Martin has done really well getting guys to swing at way or down in the zone. Punch out number 5 for him already this evening. Take a look at some guys tuning in on YouTube. Glad to have you with us, and on Facebook. Kiara Barr says, "Let's go Garrett." Tuning in from Granby, Colorado. Lisa McCoy says, "West Palm here, go Hoppers." Chandler Dunn Mama checking in. A lot of action, players and family and friends tuning into today as he makes quick work of O'Neal. 3 pitches and an out. Has a half a dozen already. Tosh Porter swings at the first pitch. Over to Trey, he takes his time. High throw over to Bazada, and they got him just in time. Looked like that was going to be close with that high throw, but Lozado able to tag him by a hair. And the Hoppers go down in order. Now, what a play to end the inning as we head to the bottom of the fourth. The Mammoths up 1 over the Hoppers here on the USPBL Network. We'll be right back.
Companies are competing for talent like never before. With the complexities of handling tasks like payroll, benefits administration, and other HR functions, it's easy to see how a professional employer organization like Tryon Solutions makes all the difference. Tryon empowers businesses of all sizes to attract and retain talent by offering access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Luke Drummond has done his job to keep the score where it is, as the team is down 1-0 to the Mammoths in the bottom half of the fourth. Alex Johnson with you here tonight on Meet the Mammoths night here at the ballpark. The Mammoths had an opportunity to interact with fans. We'll sign some autographs. Just able to spend some time and get to know the fans who watch them and root for them every time they step out on the field. Going to be Francis Florentino to lead it off, the 3-4-5. Alex Steinbach on deck. And Priamo Lozada in the 5 spot in the lineup and rounding out here in this fourth inning. Florentino takes a first pitch strike. In the air, deep center field, going back to the warning track and making the play, Anthony Flores. Florentino took that one for a ride, but Flores able to have enough room to make the catch. Alex Steinbach comes in now. One for 12 to start the year. Just outside by Drummond at 86 miles an hour. 2-0 count. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Drummond trying to gain command here. 5 on the pitch clock. That one foul at 85. With that changeup. 2-2 count. Time called at home plate. Home plate umpire just needed a second to know. Still warm outside. Just wanted to just take a minute. Game continues on. 2-2 pitch. Out of play. Next pitch. That one off the glove of Pup into left center field. So a 1-out base knock for Steinbach. Looked like Pup was able to make it, just could not hold on to it on his glove. JJ taking the bat away, doing his job. Priamo Lozada steps in. Now we have a conversation with Steinbach and the infield umpire. Not sure what that was, but game will resume. Lozada was caught looking his first time up off the screen. The Mammoths, part of a meeting themselves video that was shown in between innings. I'll give credit, good shout out to the USPBL video team for creating that with the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Well, the Hoppers were part of that last week. They did the Friends intro that was posted on social media. In a few weeks, there'll be Meet the Beavers and Meet the Unicorns in a couple of weeks. Interesting to see what videos they come out for them and what theme songs they do to replicate. Missed outside, 3-1. Three-one count on Priamo Lozada. Missed outside. Drummond lost his control. Two runners on with only one out. Duncan Hewitt comes in. I had a chance to talk with him before the game. He's in his third year in the league. He's been really enjoying having a good time as we have a mound visit here between Porter and Drummond. He really enjoys the atmosphere. The fans coming out and rooting for these guys. It's really fun. Coming out on these summer nights. The coaches and everyone here has done phenomenal helping these guys grow and develop to where they want to be at the next level. At the first pitch, Porter lets that one go into the stands. He played for the Unicorns 2 years ago, played in a couple of games. I spent the last year with the Mammoths where he hit .241 with 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Hit .227 during his time at Butler. Oh, 2 count on him. Hit on the ground to Pup. And lost it there. Doesn't get anything. He was trying to get at least one out, even a force out at second base, but he doesn't get anything, and now the bases are loaded. Denver Blinn now with a prime opportunity to open this game up for the Mammoths. Had that infield single that hit off of third base his last time up. Oh, count. 80 miles an hour from Drummond. With the changeup. Down in the count, 2-0. Hit right to the screen. Blinn was 0 for 6 on opening day against the Hoppers. but he's in a hitter-friendly 3-1 count. Infield not totally in for the Hoppers, what you would usually see in this kind of situation. You want to be able to get the out at home plate if you can. It's going to impact with this pitch coming up here with a full count. Important part of the game right now, if you're the Hoppers, to keep the score where it is and try to get out of this jam. Just got a piece to stay alive. Went off the catcher. Umpire getting some new baseballs. Pitch clock will reset to 20 after that delay. Important pitch for Drummond coming up here. Can he get this out? Or a Blinn open it up? He'll take a bases loaded walk. And now it's a 2-0 Mammoths lead. Steinbach scores. Now here comes Reese Trahey. From West Bloomfield, went to Michigan State. Spent some seasons down there in East Lansing. His junior season had 10 RBIs at MSU in 2021. Went to Brother Rice High School in Bloomfield Hills. Always a very good program in the Detroit Catholic High School League. At 84 miles an hour when missed by Drummond, 2-1. DJ LeMahieu of the New York Yankees was a graduate of Brother Rice High School. There's some alumni that have went there. A foul. LeMahieu has done really well his time in the major leagues. Played with the Rockies in his early stages of his career. LeMahieu's done really well, but going back to Trahey, he's trying to create a spark for him as well. That was 1 for 2 against the Beavers on Tuesday, but he can't get anything that time. As that one was a little bit maybe high, but it was, you had to swing it. That was in the zone, maybe in the upstairs part. But Trahey will go down swinging. That's the 4th strikeout for Luke Drummond here tonight. He had 4 last Friday against the Beavers when he came in relief. Beadle grounded out to second his last time up. Drummond trying to limit the damage on that bases loaded walk by Blinn. Also had that error as well. Want to be able to play clean defensively. You don't want to allow mistakes to happen. 2-1 count. Got a piece of that one at 83. The changeup. Pitch clock at 7. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Bags full. Missed away upstairs. He'll go back to the top of the order with Burl Dixon. If Beetle reaches. Payoff pitch coming. Runners on the move. Beetle into right field. Going back for it and making the play. Bryant Schellenbarger to limit the damage as the Mammoths lead the bases loaded, but they get one on the bases loaded walk on Denver Blinn. Now up 2 over the Hoppers as we head to the 5th. We'll be back after this right here on the USPBL Network.
Fifth Third Bank. Yeah, it's a quirky name. But here's the thing. 5/3 equals 166.7%. So we put 166.7% into everything we do. Like automatically getting you your paycheck up to 2 days early. Giving you well-deserved extra time to avoid overdraft fees. And helping you borrow from your future self. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
What makes Detroit Mercy so unique is the fact that it's in the middle of Detroit, and especially with their service learning programs, you really get a chance to be a part of the community.
Detroit Mercy. Build a boundless future.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal-getter or dream chaser, an empty nester or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
Woolly Mammoth, we're number one. Woolly Mammoth, we on the road. Woolly Mammoth, we're number one.
Welcome back. Garrett Martin gets back to work. His team got another run for him to build onto this lead. Up 2 over the Hoppers here on this Friday night in downtown Utica. Glad to have you with us on the USPBL Network. Alex Johnson with you for the call here this evening. A good one so far. Take a look at some more comments here on Facebook. Sherry Reed Hurt says, "Let's go Hoppers," watching from Huntingtonburg, Indiana. Priscilla Chipman says, "Watching from Pensacola. Nana and GP supporting Nick Webb." He's out in left field right now. In the air to right. Florentina going back, still going back to the warning track and hauling it in for the first out of the inning. Chris Iazetta is retired, one away. Todd Maddox struck out swinging his first time up. Went to Francis Marion University in Florence, South Carolina, a Division II school. He was very dominant during his time there. Hit nearly 400 throughout his collegiate career. Driven in 110 runs in his time. A 1-2 count at 74 miles an hour. And that curveball. One-two pitch, got a piece to stay alive. Maddox mentioned from South Carolina. Favorite sports team is the Atlanta Braves, who won the World Series a couple years ago. Favorite superhero is the Hulk. Into right field again. Easier play for Florentino. Making it look easy out there. 2 gone. Alex Pup Had that single to right center over the head of Reese Trahey his last time up. Started out the season strong. As he was a player last season that was really crucial for Coach Kotke's team. Played in the Appalachian League in Burlington. Take a look at some action in the bullpen for the Hoppers. Trying to see who that is. But there's somebody warming up for Coach Kotke. We'll see if Drummond comes back out in the next half inning. So 2-2 count on Pup. Reaches that one out. Gliding for it is Reese Trahey making the catch. Avoiding that one to drop the ground. What a sliding play by Reese Trahey to end the inning. What a web gem right there. Incredible. So the Hoppers go down in order as we head to the bottom half of the fifth. We'll be back after this right here on the USPBL Network.
There are things you can rely on in this world, like your dog being happy to see you, coffee getting you through the day, and the government changing business regulations. And when it comes to navigating those regulations, you can rely on Tryon and its team of attorneys. Tryon can also tackle time-consuming HR tasks like payroll and employee benefits, so you can stay focused on growing your business. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
We build roads, bridges, wind farms, and pipelines, schools to skyscrapers. Our members create monuments. We operate. We're the operators and mechanics behind the advanced heavy machines that move Michigan forward. We maintain boilers and HVAC. Our members run the complex heating and cooling systems that we all depend on. Our training is second to none, and safety is our priority. We are Operating Engineers 324, and we keep Michigan running.
Welcome back, everyone. Bottom half of the fifth inning here at Jimmy John's Field. It's a 2-0 lead for the Mammoths over the Hoppers. Luke Drummond gets back to work. Looking for a fast inning so his offense can get back to work. Going to be the 1-2-3 hitters, Dixon, Webb, and Florentino. 1-0 pitch, 73 miles an hour. With the slider. It's set here. That one foul away. Used the split changeup on that one. 2-1 on Dixon. Dixon was drafted in 2019 in the 18th round by the Kansas City Royals. He was in their farm system before August of 2022. Had a chance, gain that experience playing minor league ball. There's many guys who were drafted, by an MLB team and then trying to get back to it. Dixon has made his name known on both sides of the ball. Going forward, caught in foul territory. Todd Maddox. Those are just very difficult plays. I don't know if that was just going to drop, but getting it in foul ground as Dixon is retired for the second time tonight. Nick Webb coming into the batter's box. A 1-0 count. Oh, Drummond working himself set. In the air. Right field. Good play. Schellenbarger calling off Chandler Dunn. Good teamwork as Dunn was moving his way through. Schellenbarger said, hold off, I got it. Got to have that communication at this point in the game, being down. Take a look at the score line here. As we're in the bottom of the fifth. 2 runs, 3 hits, and an error for the Mammoths. 0 runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the Hoppers. In the bottom half of the fifth inning, 2 outs for Florentino. Finds a hole in the left center. That's a second hit of the ball game for Florentino. A 2-out base knock. And he continues to be impressive. Came in with over 500 average to start today. That one between third and short. And Alex Steinbach now. And a single and scored on that walk by Blinn last inning. Drummond taking a long look. Looks back over at first now, pitching from the stretch. That one away. Porter lost it. Florentino stands up at second base. That one at 81. Porter just let that one out of the glove and go back to the backstop. And a runner in scoring position. Now Drummond behind in the count. Couldn't get him there at 84. Don't want to let the rally happen for the Mammoths, and a 4-pitch walk for Steinbach. Fourth 3 pass for the Mammoths, and there was somebody warming up in the bullpen. It looks like Drummond's day might be done. We'll see. We're going to see what Coach Cockey does, and it looks like he's going to give up the baseball. So Luke Drummond's day is done. Leaves runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We're going to have a pitching change here for the Hoppers. We'll step aside for a moment, and we'll be back right here on the USPBL Network.
There are things you can rely on in this world, like your dog being happy to see you, coffee getting you through the day, and the government changing business regulations. And when it comes to navigating those regulations, you can rely on Tryon and its team of attorneys. Tryon can also tackle time-consuming HR tasks like payroll and employee benefits, so you can stay focused on growing your business. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
We build Roads, bridges, wind farms and pipelines, schools to skyscrapers, our members create monuments. We operate. We're the operators and mechanics behind the advanced heavy machines that move Michigan forward. We maintain boilers and HVAC. Our members run the complex heating and cooling systems that we all depend on. Our training is second to none, and safety is our priority. We are Operating Engineers 324, and we keep Michigan running.
Ethan Young steps on the mound for the Hoppers. Coming in relief here with runners on first and second, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ethan Young from Goodrich, Michigan. Taking a look at his stat line so far this season. Went to Morehead State University, a Division I school in the Ohio Valley Conference. In 2 appearances so far, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. You know, his last outing was last Friday night against the Beathers, where he came in relief for the starter, Andrew Furbrugge. He went an inning of work, a couple of base hits on 6 batters he faced. Also spent time at Mott Community College in Flint. Spent last summer in the Great Lakes Collegiate League with the Michigan Monarchs and the Royal Oak Leprechauns. Drummond's Day went 4 2/3 innings, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, and the 2 runs. So Young trying to keep the score where it is right now, with Priamo Lozada coming in. Check swing, did not go. That one at 85. Young comes in with a fastball, a sinker, a slider, and a splitter. Looks over at second. The pitch clock at 9. Right down the heart of the plate. 2-2 count. Two runners on. Takes a look again at second. Now throws. On the ground to second, done. Throws it over to Marcoux. And the Mammoths are retired. Ethan Young gets the job done. Keeps the score where it is. As we head to the top of the 16th, we'll see if the Hoppers can create some offense when we get back right after this here on the USPPL Network.
Make your move with a quick and easy mortgage from Genesis Credit Union. We have mortgages to fit your life. Genesis Credit Union. Visit us today.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and discover the funner you hidden within you. The you that doesn't think about adult things and stuff. Ashley, I don't want to hear anything about your car registration when we're at Dave & Buster's.
Okay.
The you want to be. Let the Dave & Buster's method illuminate you. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
Woolly Mammoth, we're #1. Woolly Mammoth, we on the road. Woolly Mammoth, we're #1.
Welcome back, everyone, to Jimmy John's Field. When it's time for baseball, it's time for beer. 200 Ale has been named the #1 beer in America for the past 4 years by members of the American Home Brewers Association. Play ball with the best. 200 Ale, the iconic American IPA from Bell's Brewery, Cornstalk, Michigan. Please drink responsibly. Top of the 6th inning. Take a look at the Hoppers dugout. Down 2-0 to the Mammoths here on this Friday evening. On this first Friday in June. Alex Johnson with you for the call, but a good one so far. Only one base hit for the Hoppers. Looking to change that, as they got 2, 3, and 4 due up with Dunn, Flores, and Marcoux. Glad to have you with us on the USPBL Network. Thank you to all the fans tuning in tonight on YouTube and Facebook. After Dunn, like I mentioned, Anthony Flores and Noah Marcoux. So the part of the order to see for Coach Ryan Cockey at this stage in the game. Still plenty of time. They don't have to panic just yet. On last Friday against the Beavers, they were down by a few runs. Oh, they came back, came out getting 1 run at a time. They had a home run to cut the deficit to 1, then came back late in the game as that's tipped into the glove for strike 3, and Chandler Dunn goes down swinging again. That's the 7th punch out for Martin. They had a chance to talk with him, and he does really well and able to gain control on the mound. He's able to was staying locked in. With the Meet the Mammoths night tonight. Didn't want any distractions to get in his way. Able to stay locked in, like he's doing so here tonight. He's done really well. So the team has done really well. They have good chemistry. The coaches have done well, giving them a chance to play. Missed that one upstairs. Good stop by Beadle. On 2 count on Flores, who's 0 for 2, reached on an error. On a fielding error by Lozada. Skied in the air to shallow left. 2 outs after the put out by Nick Webb. Marcoux now. Someone who can change the game with 1 swing of the bat. Into center field on the first pitch, but lined to Dixon. That was a good hit ball, but Dixon right there to stop him there, and the Hoppers go down in order. That's the bottom of the 6th inning. Still a 2-0 Mammoths lead here on the USPBL Network. We'll be back after this.
Make your move with a quick and easy mortgage from Genesis Credit Union. We have mortgages to fit your life. Genesis Credit Union. Visit us today.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and discover the funner you hidden within you. The you that doesn't think about adult things and stuff. Ashley, I don't want to hear anything about your car registration when we're at Dave & Buster's.
Okay.
The you want to be. Let the Dave & Buster's method illuminate you. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
Woolly Mammoth, we're number 1. Woolly Mammoth, we on the road. Woolly Mammoth, we're number 1.
Welcome back, everyone. Get ready to start the bottom of the 6th inning. Ethan Young gets back to work. He'll face the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up. Duncan Hewitt, Denver Blinn, and Reese Trahey. Hewitt will lead it off. Reached on an error off of Pup his last time up. That was a play where Pup was, that ball took its time and he didn't have an opportunity to get an out. He wanted to go for the double play. Chopped foul down the hot corner. Just upstairs. There's some activity in the Mammoths bullpen. Look at it here. It's Tyler Rushkey. So, as he's warming up, it's a 2-2 count. Same set. Out is in. Garrett Martin has done really well. We'll see if Tyler Richley will come in, or we'll see if Justin Karn keeps Garrett Martin going in the 7th. Payoff pitch coming. And it's a leadoff walk for Hewitt. Blinn got the insurance run on that walk. So far, that one's a screen foul. Played in the Western Canadian League last season, over the summer for Brooks, where he hit 10 home runs and 45 RBIs, hitting .343 in the air to left center field. Chasing that one down is Flores. That took a long ride, but not able to leave the yard for the first out of the inning. Here's Reese Trahey. Made a sliding play to end the inning a couple innings ago. He took a hit away from Alex Pup back in the 5th. He's grounded out and struck out here today. Another Michigan player from the area, West Bloomfield in Oakland County, not too far. Sends that one out of here, behind us, rather. Some more fans coming in, enjoying their Friday night here at Jimmy John's Field. Summer is just about here. Kids will be coming out of school in a couple weeks. And it's summer vacation and everyone having a good time. Counts 1-2 on Reese Trahey. With a runner on first base and one out. 2-0 lead for the Mammoths. Trahey was sending that one inside to him. Went for it. It goes down. 2 gone for Zach Beadle. Beadle was a key piece in his collegiate career at Madonna. As he takes the first pitch into center. Taking a few steps above the warning track. Flores for another putout. So a leadoff walk by Hewitt leaves them stranded as we head to the 7th inning. We'll be back after this here on the USPBL Network. Mammoths holding on to a 2-0 lead.
How do these business owners find the time for peace of mind? Because they rely on Tryon to handle difficult and time-consuming HR tasks like payroll, benefits administration, and more. Working with Tryon, one of the nation's top professional employer organizations, provides access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans and its team of attorneys and HR experts. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and recenter life around zapping stuff and cheering for stuff with your friends. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal getter or dream chaser, an empty nester or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
Tyler Richley comes in for Garrett Martin here to start the 7th inning. We'll take a look at his stat line in just a second, but a good showing from Garrett Martin. You know, he went 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, only 1 walk and 1 hit for him here tonight. That's something Coach Justin Karn wanted, and that's what he got. A quality start from Martin, and now he turns it over to Tyler Richley, coming in, making his 3rd appearance on the season. He's from Colorado at 6'2", 220. Played at Ball State University. Played in the MAC in Division I. 4 innings of work so far. 5 strikeouts and 3 walks and 1 run. On Tuesday against the Beavers, he went 3 innings, allowed only 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and 1 free pass on 12 batters faced, as he faces the 5, 6, and 7 here in the 7th. The Hoppers, we mentioned, need more base runners. Takes 1 hop over to Denver Blinn. He makes the relay over to Priamo Lozada for the first out of the inning. The DH, Chris O'Neill, 0 for 2 here tonight. Richley started his collegiate career at Lamar Community College in Lamar, Colorado. He went 9-5, had 13 strikeouts per 9 innings. And to right field, well, Florentino's there. The Hoppers have got some good at-bats. It's just nothing's going their way right now. It's just, they're just, the outfielders and everyone out in the field is right there to make the play, and it's just not going their way so far. No, they got 7 outs to go here to get back into this game. Tosh Porter stepping in. And besides the 1 miscue by the Mammoths, well, the defense has been solid. Making the routine plays and able to read where the ball's going. And those are fundamentals that you have to have. What scouts are looking for is how you can handle any game situations, where the ball's going and Counts 2-1 on Porter. Grounded out to second his last time up. 2-1 pitch. That's the top of the zone at 85, 2-2. Richley getting to work quickly, and that went inside. Runs the count full. Chris Iazetta would be next. If the Hoppers can get to him. Richley getting set with the payoff. Into his windup. And caught looking. Porter wasn't pleased with that one. He was walking his way to first, but the home plate umpire said not so, as he gets sit down on strikes, and the Hoppers will go down 1-2-3. Okay, fans, it's time to get out of your seat because it's time for the Genesee Credit Union 7th inning stretch.
How do these business owners find the time for peace of mind? Because they rely on Tryon to handle difficult and time-consuming HR tasks like payroll, benefits administration, and more. Working with Tryon, one of the nation's top professional employer organizations, provides access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans and its team of attorneys and HR experts. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the 7th inning here at Jimmy John's Field. It's a 2-0 Mammoths lead over the Hoppers. Ethan Young gets back on the mound. Looks to keep the score intact. As they'll face the top of the order, Dixon, Webb, and Florentino. .85 miles an hour. The outside part of the plate for a strike. Almost got him at the knees on Dixon. Dixon scored a run on the single by Florentino in the first. Also has a stolen base. And that one behind. Home plate. Was 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored in the opening day series. Umpire said to reset the pitch clock. 1-2 pitch. Caught the outside part of the plate for strike 3. Set up perfectly by Young. And Porter able to hold on to it. Dixon caught looking for out number 1. Nick Webb comes in here. Oh for 3 here today. Was a really talented player in high school. He was the 2016 Louisiana Mr. Baseball. It's an 0-2 count on him. Hit .444 with 17 extra base hits and 6 home runs. He's been around some independent leagues in 2022. And that one could have been strike 3, but the umpire doesn't think so. Was part of 3 teams. Played in the Frontier League, the Great Lakes, the Frontier League, as well as the American Association. Again, missed 78 miles an hour. Not worry about that. So I beg your pardon. He actually played in Danville in 2017 in the Summer League. I beg your pardon. Just outside, 3-2. Just looking at the wrong player. And run up on strikes, Nick Webb. Right at the heart of the plate for the second out of the inning. Florentino swings to the first pitch, out of play. 2 singles for him at that RBI in that first inning. Young set. And slowly, Pop has a hustle for it. The throw in time. Jumped up on his feet. That was a difficult play over to Noah Marcoux. Able to scoop it up and get the out. What a defensive play by Alex Pup to close out the inning. The Mammoths go down 1-2-3, and what a web gem of a play by Alex Pup to close that one out as we head to the top of the 8th. We'll step aside. We'll be back right here on the USPBL Network.
What are the odds that we're neighbors, where you've known each other our whole lives, and both tear the exact same things in this exact same knee?
So an ACL tear is an injury to the main stabilizing structure of the knee.
You want a good team around you, because then you know that what you're doing is going to help you in the long run.
My message to everyone who's helped me, thank you so much, because you guys helped me progress so much.
Also hearing it from a friend that's went through the exact same thing, I think sort of helps that know that there's a bright side at the end.
We're for people, the pioneers, the underdogs, the players, and the slow and steadies. We're for people, for who they are and who they could become. Yes, we're a bank, and some say our business is all about money, but that's an old idea. Because look past the money, and you'll see real human lives. We see it, because we're for people. Huntington, welcome.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and recenter life around zapping stuff and cheering for stuff with your friends. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Top of the 8th inning here at Jimmy John's Field. Could be Seth Beard taking the hill. The right-handed pitcher at 6 foot 195 from LaGrange, North Carolina. Played at Methodist University, a Division III school. Making his third appearance on this season. Only 2 innings of work. 3 strikeouts and 4 walks for him. Saturday against the Unicorns, went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits and 2 runs. A chance to get a hold here. He was signed by the Milwaukee Brewers organization in July of 2019. Was in their farm system for a year. As this one skied, but Dixon able to make a read on it as it's getting a little bit darker now. Off the bat of Iazetta. Todd Maddox now 0 for 2 in this one. Comes in with a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, changeup, and a curveball. So it's a 1-0 count on Maddox, and it got it. I got an animal out on the field. And like a raccoon. So we're stopping play. It's found his way out onto the field, and he's over by the Mammoths dugout right now. Now he's out of play. There might have been some animals, who found their way, something you don't see every day, a raccoon just stop and play. Well, let's get back to play. Maddox on a 1-0 count, sends that one foul. The Hoppers, the lone hit being from their leadoff man, Alex Pup, who's in the on-deck circle. Oh, and that one hit him at the bat. They're going to say it did not hit him. We haven't seen a hit by pitch yet today. That was going to be a foul, so it's 1-2. Just outside at 74 upstairs by Beard. Two-two pitch. It's low. Counts full now. Now people getting some good food out here at Jimmy John's Field. We got a lot of good food here, from burgers to hot dogs, nachos, popcorn, peanuts. Going right to the screen. Fans having a great time here tonight. Fun for everyone. Make sure to tune in for the come out from the fireworks after the game presented by Magna. Every Friday night here at the ballpark for a fireworks spectacular. And inside ball 4. Now he can go to first base. Now brings up Alex Pup, who made a spectacular play in the last half inning. Just trying to go back. No, he was just got up on his feet. He was in the grass to make that play. As he takes a first pitch strike. Just trying to pull up, the replay of that play. As he just got up and made an acrobatic play up on his feet to throw it over to Marcoux. Didn't have time, though. He didn't rush it. When you make that kind of a play, those difficult situations, you try to do too much, but not so by Pup on that play. This is a long throw, but he's able to get him out. Now trying to get on base to bring the tying run to the plate. Actually, the tying run is at the plate with Maddox at first. But we'll see if he can provide some offense. We mentioned been at a premium with hits here tonight. Facing a 1-2 count, Beard from the stretch throws. Decided not to chase. Good eye to pull back. Gotta be cautious, with every pitch you have, and don't want to give away an out. Counts at 2 apiece. Beard looks over, getting into his motion. Foul. Two runs, 4 hits, and an error for the Mammoths. 1 hit and an error for the Hoppers here in the 8th. Since I went back to the screen. At 86 miles an hour from Beard. Two count. Pitch coming. Right at home plate foul. Ten seconds on the pitch clock, Beard. Getting into his stretch. 2-2 pitch coming again. Swing and a miss. Pup goes down swinging for out number 2. Chandler done. 0 for 3. Takes a big rip and misses. 2 for 20 to start the season. Would want to break out of this here. I mentioned still early on in the year. The players still making adjustments, coming up to the batter's box, and want to be able to just stay composed when you're at the plate. Don't try to do too much. Be confident. Just 1-1 count, check, swing. Rolled foul. Up next would be Flores if he can reach, and Marcoux afterwards, so if you can get to that heart of the order. 1-2 pitch coming. Rolled on the ground to Blinn. Trying to get the force out at second base. Trey, he does. Beating him by about a step or so. The Hoppers strand another one. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Still down 2-0 to the Mammoths. So we're back right here on the USPBL network. Don't go anywhere.
Why are all these business owners smiling? Because they rely on Tryon to handle difficult and time-consuming HR tasks like payroll, benefits administration, and more. Working with one of the nation's top professional employer organizations provides access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans and Tryon's team of attorneys and HR experts. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Woolly Mammoth, we're number one. Woolly Mammoth, we on the road. Woolly Mammoth, we're number one.
Welcome back, everyone, to Jimmy John's Field. Bottom of the 8th inning we go. Ethan Young still in the bump as his team is down 2-0. Coach Ryan Cockey leaving it to him to keep the score where it is. The Woolly Mammoths trying to add some insurance here with the 4-5-6-2 up. Steinbach, Lozada, and Hewitt. Steinbach had a single in the 4th. Started out his collegiate career at Nova Southeastern, as well as the University of Illinois. Played football and basketball at Plainfield North High School. Was a key player for his high school team in 2016. A 2-0 count by Young. At the heart of the plate at 81. There hasn't been a lot of fireworks, offensively. And it looks like it's only 3-1. And I thought that was only ball 3. But he's going to get a walk. No. Nonetheless, he gets on first base. There was no pitch clock violation. We haven't seen that tonight. But anyway, he gets on base with the walk. Lozada grounds one past a diving Maddox for a base hit. 2 runners aboard now for the Mammoths. Getting something going here with Duncan Hewitt. Fireworks after the game presented by Magna every Friday night. Fireworks will light up the sky here at Jimmy John's Field. It's not dark yet. No, the sunset's coming out right now. About 40 minutes or so, it'll get a little bit more dark. As Young tries to get out of this jam. He's done really well in relief so far, but Porter's going to give him a talk. Look at the skyline. The sun setting here in downtown Utica. 2-0 Mammoths lead, and this is just an important situation for Young. His team down 2, and just got to take it one pitch at a time. In the air, left field. Izetta almost at the warning track. Hauls it in, the runners hold. 1 gone here in the 8th. Denver Blinn. Have that walk that scored in a run in the fourth. And the bat boy getting his work in, giving JJ a rest. And now time called by the umpire. Pitch clock violation. Now we got our first one. So it's 1-0. The players are still adjusting to that. Ethan Young wanted an explanation on it. One-0 count. Runners on first and second. Did he go? He did not. Glad to have you with us here tonight. Glad you're spending your Friday night with us here on the USPBL Network. Alex Johnson with you for the call this evening. Skied in the air. Shallow right. Schellenberger calling for it. Steinbach holds for the second out of the inning.
Next up, the second baseman number 18,
Reese Trahey comes in after the two runners reach. Two outs just like that. Came in with 4 hits on the season, and now another. Do we have another pitch clock violation? And it looked like Coach Ryan Kaki wants an explanation. He's going to come over and have a conversation. We're going to see what's going to happen here. And he's going to have a talk with Young and Porter. Now he wants to have a conversation with the home plate umpire. There was that one not too long ago, and this has got to be ready when that clock hits 0. Just trying to get some words in, and doesn't look like on the scoreboard. Now they give him a pitch clock violation. He got out of it last time with the fly out by Blinn. We'll see how that impacts the rest of this at bat. There's a pitch clock over in center field. One of the new adjustments to baseball. So this one's popped up in the infield. Done. Can of corn makes the play. Good stand by the Hoppers to strand 2. They'll have one more chance to tie it up in the 9th. We'll be back after this right here on the USPBL Network.
We build roads, bridges, wind farms and pipelines, schools to skyscrapers. Our members create monuments. We operate. We're the operators and mechanics behind the advanced heavy machines that move Michigan forward. We maintain boilers and HVAC. Our members run the complex heating and cooling systems that we all depend on. Our training is second to none, and safety is our priority. We are Operating Engineers 324, and we keep Michigan running.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal getter or dream chaser, an empty nester, or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
They call me Prospects, Since the day I was born as a diver's watch, the challengers of the world have taught me many things. Life is not a numbers game. It's about challenging ourselves. No matter what happens, just follow your heart. These pioneers drive our generation forward, not by setting records, but by never giving up. Keep going forward. Prospects.
Available at Lucido Fine Jewelry.
Welcome back, everyone. The night sky is coming out here at Jimmy John's Field. Start the ninth inning, last chance for the Hoppers. They'll face a new pitcher who signed with the Mammoths just this past week. Going to be Nathan Witt from Clarkston, Michigan. Played at Michigan State University. He was a 17th round pick by the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2017. He's been around many organizations. With the Dodgers, he was signed and then got sent over in part of the Tampa Bay Rays farm system. Then recently with the Toronto Blue Jays, back in January through March, where he was with the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Played his career at Michigan State. Played a senior season at Clarkston High School and his first 3 years of high school at Oxford High School. For Nathan Witt. And that one at 93 miles per hour. He's going to be a guy that will throw really strong, really fast. Oh, 1 at 91, the fastball. They'll face Flores, Marcoux, and Schellenbarger here in the ninth. In the air to right, could be trouble, but it goes foul. Got a doubleheader tomorrow here on the USPBL network. Going to be a good one in store tomorrow for you, as it's the Beavers and the Unicorns for 2. And then the Mammoths and Hoppers will be back here on Sunday afternoon. All the action live on the USPBL network on YouTube and Facebook. Down the right field line, and just foul. Things haven't gone the Hoppers' way. If that would have been a little bit to the left, that could have dropped in for a double. And that's been the story so far, and with only the one hit here tonight. 0-2 authoring at 80 miles an hour, a little bit of off speed. On 2 count. Witt getting set. Into center field. And diving for it is Burl Dixon, and he makes the catch. Another heroic play out in center by Burl Dixon, robbing another base hit. Flores stunned in disbelief. And some rally caps here for some Hopper fans. Down to their final 2 outs. That was so close. And Flores, those 2 foul balls. And then Dixon just robbing him of a single. They'll get another chance on Sunday. They'll have an off day tomorrow to regroup and before the season really picks up. A couple of our interns working behind the scenes here tonight with a camera. Do really great work for us here to make this broadcast possible and all the game day operations possible. Is that one at 95 from Witt? So it's a 3-1 count on Marcoux. That one low and in for a 1-out walk. Tying run at the plate for Brian Schellenbarger. The Hoppers have Joe Burke and Whit Hughes on the bench. So we'll see if Marcoux gets any of those guys. That one bobble by Trahey. They'll only get one. It's over to Blinn. Well, took a little bit of a bobble, but the Hoppers are still alive. Down to their final out, though. Trahey wanted the double play to close it. So O'Neill will hit here. He's going to try to keep this game alive and sends that one out of play. O'Neill 0 for 3, couple of fly balls. Ten seconds here for Witt to throw. Just outside at 78. A guy that will throw a lot of heat. I'll try to throw in a little bit of off speed to keep the hitters off balance on 1 count. And now down to the final strike for the Hoppers. One-two count. Witt trying to slam the door. 1-2 pitch. Goes to the backstop. Schellenbarger at second base easily. Actually, that's Marcoux, rather. Schellenbarger at second. Two count on O'Neill. Witt again throws. Foul. So Schellenbarger's at second, not Marcoux. Marcoux was out at second on the fielder's choice. Tosh Porter is on deck. Runner on second, 2 outs. Pitch coming. Right down the middle for strike 3. And the Mammoths pull off a 2-0 victory and holding the Hoppers to only 1 hit tonight. What a performance by the starter, Garrett Martin. And the relief pitchers do their job and get the shutout victory for the Mammoths. Get another victory for them after getting a win a few days ago against the Beavers on Tuesday. They get back to 500 and will look to take care of business and take the weekend series back here at Jimmy John's Field on Sunday afternoon against the Hoppers. So 2-0 victory for the Mammoths over the Hoppers here tonight here at Jimmy John's Field. We'll step aside for a moment for our post-game thoughts right here on the USPBL Network.
Woolly Mammoth, we on a roll. Woolly Mammoth, we're number one. We work hard, play harder. We get better every day. Woolly Mammoth came to play 'cause we're strong. We play smarter. Woolly Mammoth, gray and white. We're in charge to do it right. Get ready, get ready. We getting started, we getting started. Teamwork makes the dream work. We're going for the win, that's how we work. Woolly Mammoth, we on a roll. Woolly Mammoth, we're number one. Woolly Mammoth, we on a roll. Woolly Mammoth, we're number one.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's, $5 off orders of 20 or more.
Companies are competing for talent like never before. With the complexities of handling tasks like payroll, benefits administration, and other HR functions, it's easy to see how a professional employer organization like Tryon Solutions makes all the difference. Tryon empowers businesses of all sizes to attract and retain talent by offering access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Fifth Third Bank. Yeah, it's a quirky name. But here's the thing. 5/3 equals 166.7%. So we put 166.7% into everything we do. Like automatically getting you your paycheck up to 2 days early. Giving you well-deserved extra time to avoid overdraft fees. And helping you borrow from your future self. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
What makes Detroit Mercy so unique is the fact that it's in the middle of Detroit, and especially with their service learning programs, you really get a chance to be a part of the community.
Detroit Mercy. Build a boundless future.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal getter or dream chaser, an empty nester, or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
Jimmy John's Field is the perfect venue for birthday parties, summer picnics, company outings, and provides the best entertainment in Metro Detroit with great baseball all summer long. Spend your summer nights under the lights at Jimmy John's Field in historic downtown Utica.
This is Carol Wolfbauer here with our Detroit Mercy post-game show today, here with our CNS Healthcare Player of the Game, Garrett Martin. Now, Garrett was just the player of the game just last week, just last Saturday in the doubleheader, also against the Diamond Hoppers. So tell me how it feels to be back with the interviews once again.
It feels great. Means that we're doing something right, so happy to give a good outing again.
Well, you went 6 innings today, only allowing 1 hit, no run scored, 7 strikeouts. Now, we talked last time about all the pitches in your arsenal and working that day. You got a forkball, you bring a lot of different things to the plate than most pitchers do in baseball. So tell me what was working for you today.
Kind of the same thing. Zach caught me again today. We stuck with the same kind of pitch sequencing. A little more curveballs today, but fork, changeup, everything was kind of there, and defense worked well today, and that's all we can ask for, right?
Well, it seemed about early in the counts, getting a little bit behind in the beginning and then bouncing back every time and either getting the strikeout or getting the easy ball in play to make an out at first base. So tell me how the defense has been backing you up and how you've stepped off since Bischoff has left the season.
The defense has been working really hard, kind of rushed a little bit, so had to settle back down and just fill it up and let the defense work. A couple good plays by Primo diving out and outfield again, hustling to every single ball for me. So it's really about just filling it up and, pitching to contact.
Like we've seen Burl Dixon out in center field making some amazing plays for you guys this weekend. He's awesome to have here. Came from affiliated ball, so I think he's bringing a different look to the game too that you guys can feed off of him as well. And then, like I just mentioned before, Bischoff has stepped up to the Minnesota Twins now. We saw Wazinski go 2 weeks ago. So most of the people who have left the USPBL and gone to MLB have been pitchers. So how does it feel being a pitcher and now being player of the game twice in a row, knowing that maybe you're next?
I was talking about it with Kyle right before he left. It's a good sign. It gives the guys hope, and that's what this league is for. It's here to help us get better and hopefully get picked up by another team. So, really, yeah, it's just hopeful, and it gives us something to look forward to,
And what has been the feel in the bullpen once Bischoff left? How has it been with the guys stepping up to the plate?
Honestly, we were all just so excited for him that not much has changed. We got great team chemistry. All the guys we get along well. So not much of a difference. It's just picking up where we left off, once he left. So.
Well, it's great to see you guys coming out on top this season so far. Like we talked about before, a little bit of a rough start for the Mammoths in the past, but looks like it's a different Mammoth squad this year. You got a lot of new guys, and guys just stepping up to the plate and really stepping up for all of you.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, we got great team chemistry. Lots of different guys that bring their own game. Like Burl hustling to every ball, and like Zach behind the plate. A couple veterans too, so it's a good mix of different guys from different backgrounds playing different ball and it just mixes well.
Well, this is Garrett Martin on our Detroit Mercy post-game interview. Thank you so much, Garrett. I'm Carol Wolfbauer. Thank you everyone for tuning in on the broadcast today. We've got a great game tomorrow, doubleheader Saturday. Make sure to tune in. We got Brady Beaton on the call, and we'll see you guys back here at Jimmy John's Field.